Let me tell you something very important. Something most people never learn, and that's why they stay stuck, stressed, and overwhelmed. People act on emotions. They react when they're angry. They panic when they're scared. They shut down when they're tired. And when you act from emotion instead of clarity, you don't solve the problem. You make it bigger. I've seen it thousands of times. I've done it in the past. Everybody has. But strong people, winning people, learn to do something different. They analyze the emotion before they act. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. When emotions control you, you lose. When you control emotions, you win. And winning, in life, in business, in relationships, starts with one thing: naming what you feel. Most people don't even know what they're feeling. They just explode or freeze or complain. But when you can say, "I am angry," or "I am scared," or "I am exhausted," something incredible happens. The emotion loses its power over you. It becomes smaller. You become bigger. This is how strong decision-making begins. Because here's the truth. You cannot solve a problem while emotions are running the show. You have to step back for a moment. You have to separate the feeling from the situation. If you don't, you're going to react to the emotion, not the problem, and that always leads to mistakes. Remember this: reacting is weak. Analyzing is strong. Let's break it down very clearly. 1. Emotion makes everything look worse. Always. When you're angry, every problem feels like an attack. When you're scared, every challenge feels impossible. When you're tired, every task feels heavier than it is. Emotion distorts reality. It exaggerates. It tricks you. It makes you think something is urgent, dangerous, or hopeless when it's actually very manageable. That's why you need a simple, powerful pause, a mental reset. Before acting, say to yourself, "What exactly am I feeling right now?" Not what you think might happen, not what other people will think, just the emotion itself. Anger, fear, stress, exhaustion, name it, and you will feel it weaken instantly. It's remarkable how fast it works. 2. Naming your emotion gives you the upper hand. People who can identify what they feel are 10 times more effective in solving problems, because they're acting from clarity, not chaos. When you say, "I'm angry," you calm down faster. When you say, "I'm afraid," you stop running and start thinking. When you say, "I'm overwhelmed," you stop pretending and start prioritizing. It's not weakness, it's discipline, it's leadership. And it's one of the greatest mental skills you can develop. 3. After naming the emotion, you return to logic. Once the emotional storm settles, and it always does, you can finally see the situation clearly. And clarity leads to better decisions. Better decisions lead to better outcomes, and better outcomes lead to winning. Ask yourself, what is actually happening? What is the real problem? What is the smartest move I can make right now? This is how strong people think. This is how leaders think. This is how you take back control. 4. Action without emotional control is chaos. Action with emotional control is power. If you make decisions while emotions are still hot, you will regret it. You will say the wrong thing, choose the wrong option, or move in the wrong direction. But when you analyze first and act second, you become unstoppable. You respond instead of reacting. You choose instead of collapsing. You lead instead of being pushed around by your own feelings. This is real strength. This is real confidence. This is how you build a life that moves forward, not sideways or backward. Conclusion. Before you act, pause. Before you speak, breathe. Before you decide, analyze. Name the emotion. Take its power away. Then deal with the problem with a clear, sharp, focused mind. Strong people don't let emotions run their lives. Strong people run their emotions, and that's how you win, again and again and again.